So it is related to question number 8, which says a doubtful up to 1 year has a balance of 20 lakh rupees. The security value is 16 lakh rupees. What is the amount of provision that is to be created? So what will be the amount of provision that is to be created? So a doubtful up to 1 year is having an outstanding balance of rupees 20 lakh rupees, and security amount is given over there. And what is the amount of provision that is to be created that we need to answer? So first of all, whenever we talk about the doubtful assets, we need to bifurcate the balances into the secured balances and the unsecured balances. So over here we are having the outstanding balance of 20 lakh rupees. We are having the outstanding balances of 20 lakh rupees, and further it is under the doubtful 1 category. And over here we are having the secured balances of 16 lakh rupees, and unsecured balance, that is the shortfall in security, is equal to 20 lakh minus 16 lakh, that is the secured amount, will be equal to 4 lakh rupees over here. And we are well aware that in the case of the doubtful assets, we have to maintain provision at 25% for the secured assets. So it will be 25% of the 16 lakh rupees and 100% of the unsecured balances, that is 4 lakh rupees to be maintained over here, and 4 lakh is to be maintained over here. So the total provision that is to be created, it is 8 lakh rupees in this particular case. It is 8 lakh rupees. So option C over here is the right answer, which is already marked over here. Option C is the right answer. But I already told you that what would be the methodology related to solving this particular question. What will be the methodology related to solving this particular question? Is that clear? So option C over here is the right answer. Option C over here is the right answer. Okay. Now let's move to the another question, that is the 9th one, which says a doubtful up to 1 year loan has balance of rupees 20 lakh rupees. The security includes primary security valued at rupees 8 lakh, collateral security value at rupees 8 lakh, third party guarantee net worth 12 lakh rupees. What is the amount of provision in this particular case? So in this particular case, we need to calculate the amount of provision. So what will be the amount of the provision that is to be created? So again, the outstanding balance is given to be 20 lakh rupees. The outstanding balance is at 20 lakh rupees. And further, the secured balance, the primary security is given to be amount to rupees 10 lakh rupees. And further, the collateral security is given to be of the same amount, that is 10 lakh rupees. And we are provided with the third party guarantee over here amounting rupees 12 lakh rupees. So the third party guarantee is given over there, which is having the net worth of 12 lakh rupees. So what would be the right answer over here in this particular case? So we have already discussed in the previous lecture related to that the third party guarantee is not considered, is not accountable for the security part, So we will be considering only the primary security and the collateral security over here. So as for the secured part, and that will be 20 lakh rupees. That will be 8 lakh rupees each. So it will be 16 lakh rupees. So the secured part over here comes out to be 16 lakh rupees. It comes out to be 16 lakh rupees, which is the secured part. And again, the unsecured part is 4 lakh rupees. That is the shortfall of the securities for 4 lakh rupees. And further, the loan is classified under DF1. So the provision to be created for the secured part is to be created at 25%. And for the unsecured part, it is to be created at 100%. Okay. So 25% of 16 lakh, it is equal to 4 lakh rupees. And for the 4 lakh, 100% is equal to 4 lakh rupees. So option C over here is the right answer. So option C over here is the right answer. Is that clear? Because we calculated the secured part, and further we already know that third party guarantee is not accountable to be under the secured part. So that would be the solution related to it. So Priyanka Tejawat has answered correctly at the earliest. Priyanka Tejawat has answered correctly at the earliest. Next question, it says a doubtful above 1 year account shows a balance of 20 lakh rupees, value of security is 16 lakh rupees. What is the amount of provision in this particular case? A doubtful above 1 year, what does it mean? It means the account belongs to what category? It belongs to doubtful 2 category. it belongs to doubtful 2 category because it is above 1 year. It is above 1 year. Is that clear? Further over here, the outstanding balance is given to be 20 lakh rupees. Outstanding balance is given to be 20 lakh rupees. And then in that particular case, we are provided with the value of security to be 16 lakh rupees. So value of security is 16 lakh rupees in this particular case. So unsecured part would be of amounting rupees 4 lakh rupees. Now for 16 lakh rupees, the amount of guarantee, the amount of provision that is to be created at 40% because it belongs to DF2 category. So 40% of the provision is to be created, and for unsecured part 100% of the provision is to be created. So 40% of 16 lakh over here, it is 6.4 lakh, and further the 100% of 4 lakh is 4 lakh. So total provision is to be created at 10.40 lakhs. The total provision is to be created at 10.40 lakhs. So the right answer has been given by Rahul Singh Rajput over here. The right answer has been given by Rahul Singh Rajput over here at the earliest. Option C is the right answer in this particular case. Option C is the right answer. Is that clear? Now let's move to the another question, which says a doubtful above 3 years account shows a balance of 20 lakh rupees, value of security is 16 lakh rupees. What will be the amount of provision? Question number 11. We are provided with the loan amount, loan which is under the category DF3, and further balance is 20 lakh rupees and the value of security is available at 16 lakh rupees. What will be the amount of provision in this particular case? So Bharani Vasuki has answered correctly, and further Rahul Singh Rajput has also answered correctly at the earliest. So option D over here is the right answer. Option D over here is the right answer in question number 11, because we know that uniformly in the case of the doubtful 3 assets, it is 100% provision is to be created. Whether it belongs to the secured part or unsecured part, 100% of the provision is to be created. So option D over here is the right answer. Option D over here is the right answer. Next question, it says a doubtful above 1 year up to 3 years account has a balance of 30 lakh rupees. The security includes primary security of 10 lakh rupees. CGTMSE guarantee cover of 80% is available. What is the amount of provision that is to be created? What is the amount of provision that is to be created? So we are provided with the doubtful 2 loan category, and further it is having a balance of 30 lakh rupees. So outstanding balance is a 30 lakh rupees, and further we are provided that a primary security is there amounting 10 lakh rupees. Okay, and we are already provided that a CGTMSE guarantee cover of 80% is available. So what amount of provision is to be created in this particular case? We have our first answer over here by Gohila Chandra, that is C, option C over here. Let us do check if it is right or wrong. Okay, so primary security is 10 lakh rupees. So unsecured amount for which the security is not available, it is 20 lakh rupees. It is 20 lakh rupees. And we are aware that a CGTMSE guarantee cover is available of 80%. So for 80% part will not be covered, against which the provision is to be maintained. Okay, so 80% of 20 lakh is basically amounting to 16 lakh rupees. For 16 lakh part over here, provision is not to be created, and further the unsecured part is now reduced to 4 lakh rupees. So 20 lakh minus 80%, it is equal to 4 lakh rupees. Now this is the unsecured part. For the unsecured part under the doubtful asset, 100% of the provision is to be created, and further for the secured part, that is 10 lakh rupees, 40% of the provision is to be created. 40% of the provision is to be created, isn't it? Isn't it so? So for the secured part, 40% of the provision is to be created, so it will be 4 lakh rupees. And further for the unsecured part, 100% of the provision is to be created, that is 4 lakh rupees. That is a 4 lakh rupees. Okay, so it will be equal to what? It will be equal to 8 lakh rupees. So the total provision that is to be created over here in this question, it is 8 lakh rupees. So what would be the right answer? Option B over here is the right answer. Option B over here is the right answer. So the right answer has been given by Ashish Mehta at the earliest. So Ashish Mehta has answered correctly at the earliest. So that is the right answer. Option B. Let me explain this to you again. First of all, I just told you that outstanding balance is 30 lakh rupees, and further the primary security is available for 10 lakh rupees. So the shortfall in security is for 20 lakh rupees, but we are aware that CGTMSC guarantee cover is available for 80%. For that, the provision is not to be created. So that amount is to be subtracted, and we left with the unsecured portion of 4 lakh rupees, for which 100% of the provision is to be created. And for the secured portion of rupees 10 lakh, we have to create the provision at 40% because the loan is categorized under DF2, okay, doubtful 2 category. So over here, the total provision that is to be created is 8 lakh rupees. So option B over here is the right answer, question number 12. Option B over here is the right answer in this particular case. Is that clear? Now let's move to the next question, which says a doubtful up to 1 year account has a balance of 40 lakh rupees. The security includes primary security of 10 lakh, collateral security of 10 lakh, ECGC guarantee cover of 60%. What is the amount of provision that is to be created? So we are well aware of the concepts now. So kindly please do answer at the earliest. So doubtful up to 1 year account has a balance of rupees 40 lakh. The security includes the primary security of 10 lakh rupees, collateral security of 10 lakh rupees, ECGC guarantee of 60% is available. So outstanding balance is of amounting 40 lakh rupees, and out of these 10 lakh of the primary security is available, and further 10 lakh of the collateral security is available. So the shortfall in the security is for 20 lakh rupees, and we are having the ECGC guarantee cover of 60%. So 60% of the part is basically that part for which provision is not to be created, and only for the 8 lakh rupees over here. Only for 8 lakh rupees over here, we will be creating the provision at 100% because it belongs to DF1 category. So 100% provision for the unsecured part, and it will be equal to 8 lakh rupees. And further, for the secured part, we will be creating the provision at 25%, which will be amounting to 20 lakh. 25%, it is equal to 5 lakh over here. So the total provision that is to be created, it is to be created at 13 lakh rupees. So answer over here is option B. Option B is the right answer. So Rahul Singh Rajput has answered correctly at the earliest related to this question. So option B is the right answer. Option B over here is the right answer in this particular case. Is that clear? Is that clear over here? Okay. Next, it is related to banks are required to maintain an overall provision coverage ratio of. So overall provision coverage ratio of what percentage is to be maintained by bank? So provision coverage ratio is equal to provision. It is basically ratio of provision to the gross NPA. Okay. So this is a provision amount that is to be created. This is a PCR, and what is the right answer? It is option C. So banks are required to maintain an overall PCR at 70%, and overall PCR at 70% is to be maintained. So option C over here is the right answer. Option C over here is the right answer. So that would be all related to particular this unit.